Let's do a few inscribed angle, central angle questions here. All right, in your previous stuff that you've done, like you should have been doing, Khan Academy stuff, um, definition, central angle, inscribed angle. Inscribed angle is an angle inside the circle that the vertex is on the circle. So in this example, T would be your vertex. So that is going to be an inscribed angle. And through your stuff, you should have learned this inscribed angle forms this SU intercepted arc. And the inscribed angle is half of the intercepted arc. So to get that inscribed angle, just take half of that. So half of that would be 99. All right, this one. There are not only inscribed angles, so you have PGE inscribed angle, EGF inscribed angle. You have GP or GFP, PFE. There's a bunch of inscribed angles here, but here's what's important on this question. EG, chord. That's another definition you need to know. EG is a chord that is a diameter, so it runs through the center. It is different than FP. FP, you see, does not run through the center. So that is not a diameter. That's a chord, but it's not a diameter. So what's important about diameter is diameter cuts the circle in half. So that's 180 degrees. So to get this, same idea with the inscribed angle is half of the arc. So if I know this inscribed angle, EFP, is 50, I know that arc is 100. Because the angle, inscribed angle is half of the arc. So if that's 100, and that is a diameter, that's 100, that has to be 80. Because that diameter will cut that circle in half. So that would be 80 degrees. All right, number 3, another inscribed angle. So it doesn't ask it right now, but I do need to know if that's 54, the inscribed angle, that arc, that intercepted arc, ML, that minor intercepted arc, another vocabulary you need to know, that is double the inscribed angle. So that is 108. So if I know ML is 108, arc ML, and then arc LK is 140, so it's 108 plus 140, that's 248. And I know a complete circle, so if I go K to M to L all the way back around, it's got to be 360. So I'm going to go that 108 plus that 140, all right, 248 minus 360. So minus 360, that would be 112. Would be that arc. All right, here, first thing you should recognize that is a diameter. So I know, first of all, I know this is 180, so that means V arc VWX, arc VWX, not angle VD, arc VWX is 180 degrees because that is a diameter, which makes it a semicircle, another vocabulary. So if that's 100, that has to make this 80. And if that is 80, that inscribed angle would have to be half of that, which would be 40. All right, another. Bunch of central angles. All right, so go back to the stuff that you've already learned, and you should learn that central angles are equal to the intercepted arc. So this central angle here that has an arc of 75, that means that angle is also 75. So if that arc is 50, that means this angle is also 50. All right, so the question is arc MN. So here's another thing about this question. I know JM, because it's a chord that runs through the middle, so that's a diameter. I know NK is also a diameter. So there's a lot of different ways you can solve this. One way you could do this, if I take just the idea of KN as a diameter, if that's 75, this has to be 105. All right, 105 plus 75 is 180. Well, if that's 105, JN, and JM is a diameter, that's 105, this has to be 75, which is the question. All right, that's one way. Another way is because that is two diameters, and that's 75 and that's 75, these are vertical angles. So if that's 75, this central angle is 75 degrees, which makes that arc 75. So a few ways